Ryan Mcintosh, thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
My goodness, you are an inspiration. You're an inspiring story. You're 23 years old and you're a single amputee. Give us a brief background on what happened. How did you lose your right leg?
I was in just a random mission in Afghanistan. I was about 100 meters away from our home base, and I was number 6 in the order of movement, and so we were traveling in a single file line. We were coming across the dual canal, and so 5 guys went across, and I was number 6, and I jumped across the first canal, landed on the island, took my next step, and don't remember from then on until I woke up about 10 feet in the air. You know, dirt all around me. I couldn't see anything. My ears were ringing, and then I remember falling to my head and being in the other canal, and then instantly, you know, I was just kind of in a daze, and then my guys started screaming IED, IED, and then they started screaming, "Where's Mac?" and "Where's Mac?" And so I didn't really know that I was injured until they started screaming that. And so then I kind of put my hand up so they could try and pull me out and find out where I was, but they couldn't find me, and so I ended up crawling out of the ditch, and then they pulled me to, you know, just into the field and started working on my leg, and they cut my pant leg, you know, put on my tourniquet, gave me my meds, and just kind of did that, and then called in the helicopter, and then immediately got flown to Kandahar, where they amputated my right leg.
That's back in 2010, right?
Yeah, December 8, 2010.
That's incredible. I mean, it's an incredible story, because somebody said to me, "Oh, did you know there were amputees ball boying here and ball personing or ball girling?" And I said, "No, I hadn't." And then I saw you doing the Serena Williams match. How inspiring is it for yourself? How proud are you of yourself to have gone from December the 8th, 2010, with what happened in Afghanistan, to where you are now at the US Open as a ball boy and mixing it with some of the greatest athletes around?
It's very inspiring for me, but more importantly, you know, I hope it's inspiring for the other warriors and the other, you know, people that are dealing with the same things that I'm dealing with, and so I hope it's more inspiring for them than, you know, for myself. And yeah, I'm very honored to be here, and so, I mean, don't get that confused, but at the same time, I'm glad I'm getting the message put out for fellow warriors and people that, you know, on a later time come back from Afghanistan or you know, anywhere else with an injury like mine.
That's the basis of you doing this. You're getting publicity for those brave men and women who have come back from the wars.
Yes, that's my whole goal in being here, and it's not about me, and it's just to show that, you know, amputees as a whole can do anything that they want to.
And it's phenomenal. I mean, I watched you on court with the blade, just like Oscar Pistorius at the Olympics and all that. Have you followed his path, and does somebody like that inspire you in turn?
Yeah, I mean, I followed it in the beginning. You know, once I got injured, I heard about him and how fast he was, and so yeah, it's definitely inspiring that, you know, he competed against able bodies and you know, kicked some butt over there. But at the same time, you know, he's in a different category as I am, but he's just inspirational, and he's just an athlete in every sense of the word.
But you were an athlete too, weren't you?
I'm still an athlete.
You're still an athlete?
Still an athlete.
Well, yes, I stand corrected. You're still an athlete. What sort of sports are you involved in?
Right now, I'm still running track. I play wheelchair basketball, stand-up basketball, seated volleyball, flag football. Pretty much anything that's out there I tried, or I still compete in it.
What's easier for you to work, the leg as it is now, or with the blade?
As far as
moving around and being on a court running, because I've only seen you with the blade.
Okay, so on the court, yes, the blade is easier for me. I've trained a lot on it, and, you know, I've played basketball on it, and so I'm really good at pivoting on it and moving side to side and cutting on it, and so that's what I feel more comfortable in, and that's why I wear that when I'm on the court. And, you know, when I'm out walking around, I wear my walking prosthetic, which I'm wearing right now, just because it's easier and it's more comfortable, and it's the same height as my other leg, and so it doesn't cause any more stress on my body.
I mentioned you ball boyed on the Serena Williams match. Which other big names have you worked on?
I worked on James Blake's first round match on Armstrong, and then the Redwanska match in the grandstands, and then the Harrison brothers on court 17. But that's been some of my highlights, is, you know, just some of those guys, and mostly the Americans, just because, you know, they're from America, and I can feel for them, and I'm very proud of what they're doing.
When you're in a match, does a player do a double take? Have you had that happen at all?
No, that's kind of what I've been hoping for.
Really?
Is not to be noticed and not to be seen any differently, and that's been my goal, and that's what I try to prove to everybody is that that no matter what my injury is or what I look like on the outside, I'm still the same person, and I'm still very capable of doing anything and everything.
I was told you got a Purple Heart as well.
I did.
And you wear that on your leg?
Not the Purple Heart, but yes, it's just a Purple Heart patch that I have, and yeah, it's on the front of my prosthetic because of course I'm very proud of it. It's a medal that you don't want to earn, but once you've earned it, you've earned it.
It's inspirational stuff. It really is, and the attention. I know what the reason that you've done it. You've said that, but has it in one sense floored you with the attention that you've received in that national television, international media outlets wanting to talk to you and things like that? Because it's not happened at any other tournament where you've had amputees ball boying.
Yeah, I mean it's awesome to get that publicity, and that, I mean, it wasn't my goal, but at the same time it kind of was, just to get the word out there and to have proof that anybody and everybody can do anything that they put their mind to.
Are you fed up with the fame?
No.
Are you enjoying it?
No, it's not that I enjoy it. I enjoy putting my message out there, and the more people that see it means that more people are going to be able to see it on the other end of it as well.
And you want to do some more tournaments?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it. I enjoy being out here, but at the same time, it's a different, physicality, and it's different
dynamic.
It's different on my body, and so when I'm running in a straight line, I'm very capable at that, but at the same time, this one puts a little different stress on my body, and so I've kind of come to realize that, and it's not bad necessarily, but it's different, and I'd have to get used to it.
Do you get tired when you're on a match and you're out there for a while and you're moving around and constantly? I mean, does it get tiring?
Like for me personally, no, I don't really get tired, but my leg definitely gets tired, and it has sore spots and that kind of stuff, and so
it still does hurt.
Yeah, no, it's still kind of bothersome, and I still have to take my prosthesis off and change the way that it's positioned and that kind of stuff, but at the end of the day, it's not too bad.
Brian, you're an amazing young man.
Thanks.
And just one last thing, I believe when this happened, your unborn baby was part of what helped you, look to the future.
My son has definitely been my biggest driving force behind recovering, just because he's gonna be in my life forever, and so I don't want him to see me any different, and that's kind of been my goal, is just to be the normal dad, with a leg, without a leg, just able to do anything that he wants to do.
Brian Mcintosh, I mean, you are an amazing young man, as I said just now. How do I put this? Ryan Mcintosh, ball boy, return serviceman. Thank you very much for your time.